MC Warren B? For real? What happens when a suicidal senator decides he has nothing left to lose and starts spitting truth through rap? Warren Beatty's 1988 political satire Bulworth gave us an audacious experiment. A white politician who ditches his teleprompter for freestyle flows and brutal honesty about America's political machine. This is Hip Hop Movie Club, the show for serious hip hop fans who want to deepen their cultural knowledge. We've watched over 75 hip hop themed films. In this episode, we will tell you if this movie is bars or a bust. We'll give you a quick snapshot about this film, talk about where it fits in the hip hop canon, a few fun facts, what kind of impact this film had, and what fans said about this movie.
Bulworth takes us on a wild ride through campaign season with California Senator Jay Bulworth, whose disillusionment takes him and us on a wild ride. Like I mentioned, he not only breaks political protocol, but he's breaking the fourth wall of American democracy itself. In a world of focus groups and corporate donors, all set to a hip-hop soundtrack that still hits hard decades later, we see a unique and thought-provoking film. So let us dig into Bulworth, again from late 90s. Warren Beatty takes on an interesting role, kind of unique. And let's talk a little bit about the cast, key cast members. Thought it was interesting. Warren Beatty was like a longtime actor, kind of taking some creative risks here. He's an Oscar winner. And could have gone either way because it could be seen as like appropriation and maybe too controversial. But yeah, it was really interesting. And we also see Halle Berry. And who else we see in this film, guys?
This cast is stacked. There's a lot of familiar faces, a lot of well-known, accomplished actors in here. I'm just going to name a few of them. We got my man Don Cheadle, who plays the character played by Halle Berry. Nina plays her brother, JD. We got Oliver Platt, who is Dennis Murphy, who is Jay Bulworth's campaign manager. Paul Sorvino, who plays Graham Crockett, he's like a head of an insurance company, but he's also like one of these lobbyists. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay.
You got Jay Ward, Isaiah Washington, Christine Baranski, Murray Baraka, Sean Astin, Tommy Jefferson Bird, Wendell Pierce. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this movie, like people that have gone on to do a lot of good things.
Yeah, I was impressed with the cast. And even someone like Sean Astin just plays like a cameraman. He's just like a really minor bit part that could have been played by anybody. Yeah, it was a star-studded cast. And Beatty not only starred in it, he wrote and directed the film as well.
Yeah, co-wrote it with Jeremy Pixar. But anyway,
okay, yeah,
he was really the driving force behind this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it fits in the hip hop canon, you know, obviously he uses hip hop lyrics. He gets involved with hip hop culture. It's that street narrative he's trying to relate to people, but just spitting the truth. It's more like a political satire than anything, than a true hip hop film. But obviously, there's a lot of hip hop elements in the soundtrack we'll get to is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's like what would happen if politicians just had verbal diarrhea? It's like, what would happen? Yeah. And he just spills it all out. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the hip-hop canon, like, it was released in 98, same year as Belly. This is the outsider looking in perspective versus the authentic street narratives. Like, later on, you get the more authentic hip-hop biopics, like 8 Mile, Straight Outta Compton, etc. But it was really satirical. Talking about hip-hop authenticity, does it really portray the culture accurately? Music, language, fashion, etc.? I mean, he's a goofball when he raps. He has no rhythm like your typical white politician. But you do see a lot of the hip hop culture in it because he's in South Central, and he's, like I said, he's immersing himself in the culture. So you see a lot of authenticity that way.
Right. Like he hangs out in the club and it's like, the DJ dancing. Yeah, I mean, the outside part where he's trying to fit in is pretty accurate. Yeah.
When he gets going, I feel like he was a surprisingly good lyricist. I don't know how that happened. Some long dormant oratory skills came through here, I guess. Rapping is hard. And so to do it without really any training. And then this like crazy bender existential dread he has.
Right.
I thought he was a decent lyricist, even though his rhythm, his flow is not great, but the words,
the content,
the
lyrics was definitely.
He's powered by the power of truth, I guess. And so,
I mean, it seemed like he progressively got better. At the beginning, it was just really cheesy. It's like,
right,
Nina, where's my Nina? I haven't seen her. Like just so, like, okay. But then when he's really speaking to politics and like almost like he took a truth serum and it just comes out.
Yeah.
Like you see like a Liar Liar with Jim Carrey, if you ever see that movie.
Exactly.
Like he just cannot tell a lie and he's just going off. He's like, man, I'm in it for the, and he's using ridiculous words and all about, we don't give a crap about anybody and you don't help us and blah, blah, blah. And this is all political machine. And it's just like, wow, your jaw drops. Like, oh my God. Like, can you imagine if someone literally went up on a stage and told it like it is and used no hold bar language?
Well, we're getting that now with the current chief executive, but it's not a pretty productive or helpful kind of stream of consciousness he has.
But the current leader is just spewing the same old, it's the old boys club type thing where this is saying like, if you are being compromised and marginalized, like this is literally how it is. Like, listen, you don't support my campaign because look, I'm not going to help you because you don't give me money like these big companies do, and they're paying my salary and they got my vote. I'm getting their vote because I'm making laws that will help their business, and they're making money off of me, and blah blah blah, and blah, blah, blah. And like, okay then, and then it's like, and people like you probably don't have a job, blah blah blah, and I'm like, wow,
It's like Liar Liar mixed with Schoolhouse Rock. It's like,
seriously.
I watched it with the captions on, and I was just like, whoa. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wow. I'm like nodding my head, like, wait a minute, whoa. And it's crazy because I remember I saw this in the theaters when it came out. I didn't appreciate it back then. I was just like, oh yeah, I saw him rapping, and like everybody was kind of laughing, and you really couldn't hear what he was saying. I thought he was just being goofy and just trying to rap and just spitting a bunch of mumble jumble. Fast forward to like now, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, wait a minute, he was actually saying something. Like he was really saying something. It wasn't just him go yo 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 for the camera. He was laying it all on the line. Like I was just wow. I was mind blown. I'm like, man, I wish I could have watched this like maybe 10 years ago, 15 years ago, again, as opposed to waiting, 27 years later to watch it.
I did wait 27 years to watch it. And I wish I hadn't. And at the time, I thought, this sounds corny. This looks corny. Warren Beatty, an old white guy rapping. This sounds like a bad idea, but it definitely has more nuance than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was reading that it was filmed in South Central, so that gave it some authenticity. It had real artists in it. Lauryn Hill was in it briefly. I thought that's what I saw. I didn't catch it, but I read that, and
I thought I saw Greg Nice.
It probably has a cameo.
When they were in the club, there was the DJ. I knew that was Greg Nice right there, but I didn't see him listed in the credits anywhere. I'm like, that was him. That was definitely him. Like I'm
not credited.
Like I've met him face to face. That was him. And it was around that time too when I met him, like maybe like a few years prior. But it was good though. Yeah.
Yeah, the fashion, like when he at the end when he put on he had like I guess like a tracksuit and he put on like almost like a do-rag. I'm like, all right. It was kind of funny. It was like costumey, like I was picturing almost like Will Ferrell because Will Ferrell does, like I kept picturing him that he kind of looked like him a little bit.
I was comparing him dressed in that scene to Bringing Down the House. Steve Martin went to the club. I was like, wait a minute, is this like where he got that idea from?
Yeah. That's funny. When he gets jacked by those young kids too. That was that was a pretty intense scene.
Yeah.
And he kind of, I guess, diffused it a little bit with the ice cream but
flipped the script, and he just happened to be in the right place at the right time too.
Yeah.
When the Boys in Blue pulled up.
Yeah, there's never a senator around when you need him.
Right?
Finally.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you want to dive into the soundtrack a little bit, but you heard Ice Cube, Public Enemy. I loved their use of 100 Miles and Running by NWA.
Yes.
That was matched the scene so perfectly because he's like running away from media and he's falling.
Yep.
He's on a chase. That was perfect. And
yeah, that was perfect. Perfect placement.
Yeah. And Cypress Hill's Insane in the Brain, they played that a little bit following that scene. That's always a good one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the soundtrack was good. I think it did pretty well on Billboard as well. Ghetto Superstar came out of this. Yeah,
they went platinum.
Yeah.
They went platinum. Yeah. Yep.
I think 15 on the Billboard top 100 chart. I was never a big fan of Ghetto Superstar, but it was a humongous hit.
It definitely was. It was very overplayed.
Yeah. Oh God, it was played to death. Oh, like this song again. Ugh.
Yeah, man. That's back when the box was on, so people just kept requesting it. Say again.
I wonder if a song like that would do well. The same kind of song would do well now that you can just watch videos on YouTube and you don't have to beg and plead with MTV or the box to show you a video. You can just get it yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got the catchy hook with the islands in the stream, Yeah, I think it would do pretty well. It's catchy. A whole new generation hears that melody. But Dr. Dre and LL Cool J had a song Zoom on here. Method Man, KRS-One, Prodigy, the Bulworth title track, I should say. Capadonna. So you got star-studded soundtrack.
Yeah, everybody's on it. Eve, Mac 10. It's like, wow. The Black Eyed Peas, Capadonna. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. A solid soundtrack.
Yeah, very solid.
When you have Public Enemy, Dr. Dre, Wu-Tang, and you can't go wrong. Cypress Hill. LL Cool J, all those guys, yep.
Yeah, for Cannabis was on here too, yeah.
Yeah.
Even Cannabis was on this.
So I was reading about a weird choice for the score.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Ennio Morricone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's an older Italian composer. He was known for more classical.
A legend in film composing.
To be associated with this
Westerns.
film.
Yeah.
It was
like
kind
10
of
minutes. It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And other fun fact, I heard that the church scene was filmed with an actual congregation. They didn't really know what to expect. They kind of just sprung it on that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Candid reactions. Yeah.
That's funny right there.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be a sequel, Bulworth 2000, to spoof the 2000 presidential election, but it didn't happen. And boy, we got to wonder what that would have looked like.
Oh, man.
I mean, the actual real life story of the 2000 election was such a farce as it was.
Yeah.
Can't
really top that.
The hanging chads.
Hanging chads.
Oh, my God.
Gave us David Boyce.
Oh, man. Yeah, so the influence of this film on hip hop culture or mainstream views, I don't think this gets discussed a ton, but I was reading that it has a kind of a cult following among some political junkies and film students because it's unique.
It's
a unique concept. Yeah.
Those people who rank political movies put this solidly in the middle, not in the top echelon, but it's right there in the pack. I've read things about Obama wanting longingly to go Bulworth and just talk about how it is and not be held in by the constraints of politics. Could you imagine if you like that Key and Peele skit with the Obama anger translator?
I mean, Obama should have done that in his last week in office or something. Yeah. All right, I've held this in this entire time, but this is how the political machine works. And
yeah,
nobody's really looking out for you guys. It's all about the big business and the top 2%.
Yeah.
It's great fodder for memes. Some of the rap scenes, they do surface from time to time. You get Warren Beatty saying nappy dugout and stuff like that. And he picked up pretty quickly. You talking about Jimmy? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh man, Those scenes are funny.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Talking about Arsenio's Jimmy and stuff. Wild ride. I'd recommend this one.
Yeah, the descent into madness was really fun.
Yeah.
What more could he do? He goes, it gets wilder and wilder. It's a little bit contrived, but it was very entertaining and like, wow, he's really going for it. He's really doing it.
And the thing about his character, he actually started off as a decent politician on a path to do the right thing. And you can hear that come across. Like, you can even look at the pictures that lined his office. They were all like civil rights leaders and activists and politicians who are known for standing on, the good.
Yeah.
And he even talked about when he was younger, running into Huey Newton, one of the founders of the Black Panther Party, and how that changed his life. And he always wanted to, go give back to the community. But somewhere along the line, those special interest groups got into his pockets. And they're not going to give you the money for nothing.
Yeah.
In this movie, it's like the biggest one that they showed was the insurance companies.
Yeah.
And they had a hold on him to the point where he actually started going conservative on a lot of issues, and his whole political stance was shifting because they were in his pockets. It's just, and you could tell he was stressful. He was going crazy in the beginning, like the whole early scene they showed him in the beginning. He was going like off the deep end right there.
Yeah.
It was tragic to see that, but at the same time, that tragedy pushed him to actually end up, speaking truth and enlightening the masses.
Yeah.
You had to have that weekend research project.
Weekend research project.
Oh man,
it's interesting to see No Filter. It's a social experiment. Yeah, it's interesting to see. I like it.
Did well, more or less. Sentiment wise, 6.8 on IMDb, 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, 3.4 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Ebert gave it 3.5 stars back in the day. He made a good, interesting point about how, if you remember Howard Beale on Network, that film, that Sidney Lumet film, where he's like, "I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore." This Jay Bulworth was like, "I'm tired as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore."
Yeah.
No, this is a fun movie. I think, given our current situation, it's a little more sad. It was like more plain satire and a comedy, but that's American politics for you.
Right. This movie actually kind of ties into my hometown. So the character they gave him the character Rasta Man.
Oh yeah.
He was the guy who was kind of following. He would randomly pop up throughout the movie and give some kind of tidbit or something to Bulworth. That's played by Amiri Baraka. When he was alive, he was the poet laureate for New Jersey. I met him on several occasions in high school. But his son is Ross Baraka, the current mayor of Newark. He's wrote a lot, but he doesn't been in a lot of movies.
I read that it was supposed to be Mario Van Peebles, but hey, I think Amiri Baraka worked pretty well here.
Yeah, he worked really well. Oh, that's right. Helen Martin was in here too. That's right. Helen Martin. Helen Martin. Can't forget Helen Martin.
The irrepressible Helen Martin. Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, got a Larry King cameo.
The gag with George Hamilton was one of my favorite parts.
Oh, yes.
I like that too.
Hilarious.
And then he shows up.
Hilarious. Yeah, that's George Hamilton.
Yeah, George Hamilton.
Yeah. And then he's running by and I'm like, oh, that really was George Hamilton right there. Like, wait a minute.
Laurie Metcalf from Roseanne, right? Mm-hmm. She was in it.
Mm-hmm.
In the van, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
With Wendell Pierce.
Wendell Pierce, yep.
I won't repeat his famous line, but yes, Wendell Pierce.
Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan was a bouncer at the club.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, Big Mike.
Yeah.
There's a lot of uncredited people in here.
Stephen Baldwin was uncredited.
Let's go around and give our ratings for Bulworth.
Okay.
All right.
So, Boogie, for Bulworth, would you bring this funky flick back or leave it in the vault?
Bring this funky flick back. Absolutely.
All right. Dino Wright, Bulworth, bring this funky flick back or leave it in the vault?
I am bringing this funky flick back.
I will make it unanimous. We will bring this funky flick back. Really good political satire and relevant to this day.
Almost too relevant.
Yeah. Eerily relevant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Too much. Thanks for tuning in to the Hip Hop Movie Club show. I'm Dino Wright, filmmaker, designer, longtime hip hop fan, and yesterday, as we record, today is September 30th. Yesterday, September 29th, was the release date of one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time. Mos Def and Talib Kweli are Black Star, 1998.
Right on. And today, as we record, is International Podcast Day. So thanks to you guys. That's awesome. It's been quite a journey. So I'm JB, 80s and 90s nostalgia junkie, longtime hip hop fan, and this is a journey. Journey which along the way will bring to you new color, new dimension, new value.
Yes. And I'm Boogie, a DJ, longtime hip hop fan. And as I mentioned earlier, I actually saw this film in the theaters when it was released, and I didn't like it at all. I really didn't. But watching it 27 years later, I thoroughly enjoyed the film and its gimmicky raps that Mr. Bulworth laid down.
And remember, don't hate pomegranate. It ends in ATE, but it's not. It doesn't rhyme.
Don't. It rhymes. Got Bulworth rhymes.
Rhyme.
Early Bulworth work.
Fooled you guys.
Don't hate pomegranate.
Pomegranate? Exactly. Yeah.
Bugs Bunny.
Some people pronounce it that
Bugs
way.
Bunny. Second name is Bugs Bunny.